Kia ora, good evening. Ukraine is waking up to day 2 of war with Russia, with widespread fighting across the country and more pleas from the global community for Russia to halt its attack. This is a live shot of the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, where subway stations have become makeshift bomb shelters for terrified residents. At least 137 Ukrainians have died so far, a mixture of soldiers and civilians. But that toll is expected to rise over coming days as Russian military might pushes further into Ukraine. Europe correspondent Daniel Faitawa begins our coverage.
The moment the course of European history was ripped up and redirected. It's been said this is Russia's version of shock and awe. Vladimir Putin's version of a new world order. We have to leave, this woman cries. What's going on?
We were woken up, everyone, at about 6 a.m. by the sounds of cruise missile strikes hitting military installations kind of in and around the city. And so ever since then, it's just been go, go, go.
But going from Kyiv is not easy when so many try to escape at once. In eastern Ukraine, the rush for cash, petrol stations packed, preparations for the unknown underway.
We have to prepare. What else can we do?
Russia's rockets have hit military targets and civilian ones too. Missile fragments lie near to a playground. It's hard to believe this is the year 2022. After fierce firefights, Russian forces seizing control of key locations, including the Chernobyl nuclear plant, where radioactivity still leaks. And from Putin himself, was this a nuclear threat to the West?
Whoever tries to interfere with us or threaten our country should know that Russia's response will be immediate and lead to such consequences that have never been experienced in history.
Making counter threats of heftier sanctions seem almost trivial.
Putin's aggression against Ukraine will end up costing Russia dearly, economically and strategically.
For this, Putin will stand condemned in the eyes of the world and of history. He will never be able to cleanse the blood of Ukraine from his hands.
An unthinkable number of innocent lives could be lost because of Russia's decision.
Ukraine's president remains defiant at a defining moment.
This is the sound of a new Iron Curtain, lowering and closing Russia away from the civilized world.
This Kiwi in Kyiv hears it too.
I think for a lot of people, the idea of a fall of Kiev or regime change is at the point of a gun is just unthinkable. But for all we know, it could happen within the next couple of days.
Among those now living hour to hour as Russian troops edge closer.
And Daniel's with us now live from London. Morning, Daniel. What's the very latest you're hearing from Ukraine?
Well, Simon, it's a little after 7 in the morning in the capital, Kyiv, and I don't think residents have had much sleep as there appears to be a major battle erupting with reports of explosions all across the city. Now, what you're hopefully seeing now shows what a Ukrainian official says is a Russian aircraft being shot down over Kyiv, one of a number they've claimed to have downed. And we are hearing that Ukrainian ground forces are putting up quite a fight in some areas too, especially in the east where the battled hardened troops are. But Ukraine's president has honoured the bravery of one group of border guards on a southeastern island today. 13 of them who, when ordered to surrender by the Russian Navy, told them to get lost in no uncertain terms. And in a sign that the Russians aren't taking any prisoners, they then shelled the island guards, killing them all.
Kia ora, Daniel. Daniel Faitawa in London.